Hey guys, quick short video, not cooking nothing in this video, but I wanted to share a little bit about myself. Most of you think you know me, but maybe you don't know everything about me. So this is my 40 question challenge. So I'm going to give you some little info about me so you can get to know me a little bit better. All right, question number one. Am I single or taken? I'm taken. I'm very happily married to a wonderful man. It'll be 4 years this year, and we've been together. I've known him for a long, long time. So that's question number one. Question number two, my first name, Maritza. That's spelled right here, Maritza, Maritza. My last kiss was probably about an hour and a half ago. My husband always walks around the house when I'm cooking, and he's always giving me hugs and kisses. He's very, very kind, very sweet to me. So, all right. I hope these questions aren't getting boring, but they're going to get juicier, I promise. All right. Who is my girl best friend? My girl best friend is my mother that gave me life. I am so totally drama free that that's my best friend. That's the one that loves me unconditionally and will never let me down. So my mom is my best friend. I'm very thankful to still have her here with me. All right, let's see. Number five. Who are my guy best friends? Let's see. My guy best friends are my husband and my son, Carlito, little Carlito that's always with me everywhere. He's been with me on videos as well. My son Jonathan, and he's a little on the shyer side, but he's also a very good friend. I love him very much. What's my favorite song? Some of you might not know this because I'm from the 80s and I'm like a heavy metal rock 80s girl. And my favorite song is by a band called Iron Maiden. And the album was Peace of Mind. And my favorite song on that album, my favorite song of all time, is called The Trooper. It's very fast, it's very heavy metal rock. So yeah, I'm an 80s rock girl, for those of you that didn't know that. All right, what is my height? I'm 5 feet 4 inches. How much do I weigh? I'll let you guys decide how much you think I weigh. No, I'm just kidding. I am 182 pounds. And that's now. And 11 years ago, I was 300 pounds. I will post a picture on this video. I'll show you a picture. And portion control, exercise, and a lot of willpower. And yeah, did it on my own. And it took me 11 years to do. And I was 300 pounds. My first kiss. My God. My first kiss was when I was 13 years old. We lived in a townhouse in Miami, and I had my first boyfriend ever. He was a little bit goofy, kind of goofy. His name was Isaac, and I remember that I gave him a first pop kiss, and I thought it was the weirdest thing ever. You need to understand, you guys, my generation, it was totally different. I was still playing with Barbies when I was 14. I know that sounds strange. There's girls nowadays that are on their second child at that age or their first. Not to knock them, but I'm saying it was a totally different generation. Let's see. What's next here? All right, the next question. That would be question number 10. Do I play any sports? Well, in my early 20s, I played professional sports for probably about 3 or 4 years. I played professional racquetball through Bally's. I was sponsored through Bally's, and that's the sport. I did do some martial arts for a few years, and I do like sports. When I was young, I played in our park. I played every sport for that particular season, whether it was soccer, basketball, softball. I always loved to be outdoors and play sports. Like I said, it was a totally different generation. They didn't have cell phones, they didn't have computers, they didn't have video games. So yeah, it was totally different. All right, next. Um, Number 11. My favorite quote, of all time is keep hustling until your haters start asking if you're hiring. That's one of my favorite quotes. I have another one as well that goes like this. It says, go hard or go home. That's what I always say. Think big or you'll never get big. Okay. Next. I hope you guys are liking this so far. Mama Lori's Kitchen, which is another channel that she's so supportive of me, and I just love them so much. And she did this and asked me to do it, so that's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for you, Mama Lori. And here's her channel right here. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the description so you guys can go check her cooking channel out too, which is really great. All right, let's see. Oh, number 12, piercings. Now, I'm a little too cowardly for that. All I have is my ears pierced. That's all I have is my ears pierced. They're the only piercing. Number 13, my longest relationship. My longest relationship was with the father of my two boys. I was married to him for 20 years. We're still good friends to this day, and my current husband and I get along well with him, and it's very civil, and there's really no drama in my life, so everything is really good. That was my longest relationship. 14, let's see, my favorite movie. Let's see. I can't lie, you guys. My favorite movie of all time is Grease. I'm sorry I have to say it. Grease was my favorite movie of all time. Maybe it's because I come from a different time, but I have probably watched that movie probably over 500 times, and I never get tired of it. The original Grease with John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. Let's see. 15, my race. Well, I was born here in the U.S. Obviously, I'm white of Hispanic descent, so my ethnicity is Hispanic, and I have olive skin. So my family's Cuban, so I consider myself wholeheartedly a Cuban, although I was born here in the U.S. Okay, number 16. If you were given a genie that can grant you 3 wishes, that's a good one. Let's see. First wish. First thing I would wish for would be to have no kid on this globe be hungry. That's the first thing that I would wish. To make sure everyone, no one, not only kids, everyone, people that are hungry, we pay it forward, and I keep it to myself because the God I believe in, he there's no bragging allowed, and I do pay it forward, but that would be my first wish. My second wish would be a humongous kitchen. A humongous kitchen with every single gadget known to man. Oh my God. Cooking is my favorite thing. So as you guys obviously already know, and now I have a third wish. My third wish would be, gosh, I don't know. My third wish would be to just have more peace on earth. These are such divided times in our country, places all over the world, just for all of us to have peace and all of us to get along. We were all put here for a purpose, and that would be my third wish. All right, let's see. Number 17, who you tell everything to. Believe it or not, my husband, John. I tell him everything. He's my shoulder to cry on. He's my husband. He's my best friend. And he's my confidant. I tell him everything. So vice versa as well. I can vouch for him and say that vice versa. He does the same. So, all right. That's that. Let's see. Number 18, 2 superpowers that I have. That's easy. Passion and love. Those are my 2 superpowers. I wholeheartedly believe that. 19, my best memory. My best memory. Oh my God, that's a good one. Let me think. My best memory is when my 22-year-old son, he was born prematurely. So if you've never had a premature baby, you wouldn't understand. But if you have, you will, and you'll definitely know what I've been through. It's very hard having a premature child. I will say that the day he was in the NICU for 28 days, And the day they let him go home, that we took him, I took him with a car seat, and I took him home. Which my mother was always by my side. She's my angel. You know, we have such a love-hate relationship, but as crazy as that sounds, but she's a pain sometimes, and so am I. But I love her dearly, and I would do anything for her. And she always stood by me. So, the day I took my son home from the hospital was like, my God, it was the most incredible memory that I think I'll ever have. And when my 12-year-old was born as well, that was a beautiful memory too. When I first saw him, so and gave him a kiss. All right, number 20. Do I prefer the beach or the pool? Definitely the beach. With total respect, though. I have so much respect for the ocean. I'm very cautious when I go to the beach, but I definitely love the beach better. It's more natural, and the ocean water is so good for you. I love the beach. And I know a lot of you will agree with me. So, all right, number 21. Do I think I'm pretty? What do you guys think? I think I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just humble, so I can't really say like I'm this gorgeous woman here that cooks. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm pretty. How about that? All right, 22. Have I ever been bullied? hmm In seventh grade, I was bullied by this lady, this girl. She looked like a lady. She was a girl. She was probably like 6 feet tall in seventh grade, and she bullied me in sewing class. And to this day, I have no idea to this day how I was able. She took a needle pin in sewing class and put it inside my butt, and the pearl touched my butt. I have to be honest with you guys. And the pain was so intense that I picked up a wooden chair and turned around with the wooden chair and broke it on her back and knocked her out. And to this day, I have no idea where I received that strength from to be able to do that. So I was bullied, but I didn't stand for it. And after middle school, all through high school, she was chasing me, trying to be my friend. And to this day, I chose never to be her friend, because people like that are, of course, people that are like that are people that have their own issues at home. And I feel kind of bad. I mean, I forgave her, and I'm sure she forgave me, but I just kept on my merry way. I'm not about bullying at all. I don't negotiate that, and I'm not about that. So, all right. 23, my most embarrassing moment. Oh my God. Do I really have to say this? Oh my God. Let's see. My most embarrassing moment, you guys. I think I was probably like in my late 30s. I was like 35, I think it was. And my son Jonathan was like almost 6 years old. I went with him to the store. I'll never forget. Oh my God. And I've always been such a bladder girl. I call it being a bladder girl. That I just drink water and I have to go to the bathroom. I have to go pee. I have to. So I went with him to the store, you guys, and oh my God, the bathroom was out of order. I didn't even make it to the car. First and only time ever in my life that I peed in my pants. I was so humiliated and so embarrassed, but I just kept trucking. I went home, I changed, and came back. I mean, I'm not, I'm not about having how would I say this? I'm not about having like, I don't care. That's the truth. I don't. I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care what anybody says. Things happen and it happened, and that's okay. But it was kind of embarrassing though. I can't believe I just said all that, but it's the truth. So you guys want to know about me. So, all right. What is my age? Haha. How old do you think I am? Well, I will say that I'm 53 years old. Yes, I'm 53 years young. Sorry, 53 years young. 25. What is my goal on YouTube? Well, my first goal, like I had mentioned before, my friend Mama Lori's Kitchen, I love her reason for having her channel, and I stole it from her because it really warmed my heart. Whereas she has her channel to leave it as a legacy for her kids when she's no longer here, so they can look back and look at her recipes. And yes, Mama Lori, I took that from you because it warmed my heart so much when you told me that I kid you not. So that's my sole reason on YouTube, is doing that, because this lady's all incredible. So I really love that the fact that I would leave a legacy for my kids with all my videos to share my recipes forever. But then again, if I do blow up on YouTube, which I hope I will one day, then that's great too. That would be great too. I would be able to be successful. And now I'm on a radio show on the Morning Brew every Monday. I'm a chef with a co-host, and the cool guys, Sonny Von Cleveland. They're really nice. They're just wonderful, wonderful young men. So positive and so inspiring. And Brandon and Gavin and Brandon with the Delight Cafe. And oh my God, it's just great. So I'm moving right along, you guys, and getting my videos done, not giving up, and as I always say. So next, 26, my favorite food. I am a die-hard sushi connoisseur, and I'm not talking about California rolls. I'm talking about raw octopus salad. I'm talking about eel. I'm talking about, oh my God, I love sushi so much. I mean, it's pretty dangerous though, because you have. I mean, when I was pregnant, I didn't eat sushi. Just to out of precaution, because you shouldn't. But if you're sitting there with someone in a Thai restaurant with a big boat, those of you that are sushi connoisseurs know what I'm talking about. They'll bring you a big wooden boat full of it, full of sushi. You can overdose on mercury if you're not careful. So, but that's my yummy favorite food. 27. How many pets have I had? Probably about five. I normally, I've had a cat and three dogs in the past. And the only reason why I don't have a pet right now, it's not because I don't love them, because I do. But what happens is that my 12-year-old begs and begs and begs, and I'll take care of the animal for 2 weeks, and then mom's stuck with him. So, no, I don't have a pet right now for that reason. But I do love pets. My favorite color, number 28, we're almost done. My favorite color is blue. My favorite color is sky blue. Why? Because my mother instilled it in me ever since I was young. She would, every time I would wear something light blue, she would say, "Oh my God, that's your color. You look so beautiful in light blue." And it just stuck with me. And I just see, the way the sky is and how beautiful nature is, and it just stuck with me. And I just light blue is my color. So, all right. 29. Any fights? Let's see. Well, I did have one fight one time when my 22-year-old was about 4 years old. I'm Cuban, so we don't believe in timeout. We didn't believe in timeout back then. You know what I mean? You would show your child, the consequence, and it would never happen again. All you got to do is look at them. So, I mean, my consequences were not abusive, but I mean, my mom always taught me, if you have to teach them a lesson or something, take your flip-flop off or something and just smack them below the knees or something, so you don't hurt their little bodies and stuff like that. I never did that, but I did have a lady one time. I was in a store, and my son, Jonathan, was throwing a hissy tantrum on the floor because he wanted a toy. He was 4. I put him in the shopping cart. I tried to control my temper, like Belle tells the Beast all the time, Beauty and the Beast. Then I need to learn to control my temper. I was so angry that he wasn't listening that I literally popped him in his mouth, but I mean, like with my hand like that. I didn't even pop him hard. And a lady walked by and said that I was committing child abuse. So I got so angry, you can only imagine, I got Cuban on her. That's all I'm going to say. I went outside, put my son in the car. When I was strapping him into the car seat, and I turned around, the lady grabbed me by the shoulder. The same lady, I guess she was following me. And you guys, I got so red-eyed that when I realized what was happening, the lady was in an ambulance. And there was another lady in the parking lot that saw everything and saw the lady attacked me first. I don't even know to this day what I did to that lady. But I mean, I'm not a bad person. I don't fight. I don't do anything like that. But I do get red-eyed, so that's why I don't like trouble. I'm loving. I feel that I'm loving. I'm warm-hearted. Warm-hearted. I love my kids. I'm a great mom. I feel that I am. And I'm totally drama-free. All right. Number 30. What did you do today? Oh my God. Today, I made Jamaican-style authentic oxtail with rice. Let's see. I went to wash my car today. My poor car. I went to wash my car. Let's see. Me and Carlito, he wanted to help me. So me and Carlito made tons of empanadas again to take to my friends at work and for us here. Argentinian empanadas, which I have a video, guys, on that. I'm sure you guys that follow me already saw it. And so far, that's pretty much it. Now when I'm done with this video, I'll upload it, take a shower. As you can see all the stuff here next to me. I handle all my business here. And it's a mess, but this is where I work, and I just love it. So I wanted to have a setting that was natural so you could see the things that I do and how I have everything. It's not perfect. Nobody's is. So there's nothing fake about this. So number 31, school. Okay, that's a good one. So this is my story about school. I was shy 3 months of graduating, high school in 12th grade. Dropped out of school. 3 months to graduate, and I dropped out of school. I'm not gonna lie, I had a rough time with my parents. I come from a broken home, and my parents got divorced when I was 10, and it was hard for me. It really was hard for me. My parents know it, and it's not their fault, or, it would have been worse if they would have stayed together. I know that now. But it was just hard, and it's hard for some kids. But I had my son Jonathan. When I was 29 years old, I had my first son. He was a preemie. He was a month old. I turned 30 years old. At the age of 32, I said to myself, I need to show my child an example. He's still young, but I got to give him a good example. So I went, took my GED, failed it. Almost gave up. Went back, took my GED again, passed it. And I've been to college, and now I was working recently, not now, but I was working recently on my third college degree, sales and marketing, business, and IT. So that's my story. You never give up. And there was actually a gentleman that in the university that I was at, there was actually a gentleman that was working on his PhD, and he was almost done, and he was 72 years old, you guys. So it's never too late if the deed is good. So, and that really helped me a lot. It helped me a lot with business, and it helped me a lot. School really helped me a lot. So I know college is not for everyone, but it helped me. So, and I'm thankful that I did it. All right, let's see. 32, do I want kids? No. I'm already past the age of kids. I have my two boys that I love. My husband has his daughter and his son. I love them all very much. So we have a total of like 4 kids. So, and I love my nieces and nephews. So I'm already over half a century old, you guys. I'm done. My tubes were tied, cut, burned, and I saw them in the vial when I had Carlito, because I told the doctor I was going to sue him if he didn't. So, and that's the truth. All right, let's see. Number 33, how many? Two, I have 2 kids. Number 34, what's the last movie that I saw? Oh, what's the last movie? Oh, I think it was with my son on Disney Plus, The Empire Strikes Back. That was one of my favorite Star Wars movies. Yeah, we saw it on Disney Plus last week. We had a little movie night, him and a little mother son time. Sat on the couch with some popcorn, and I told him to go on Disney Plus. He loves it, and choose what he wanted, and we saw The Empire Strikes Back. So that was the last movie I saw. I don't have time to watch TV, guys. I'll sit and watch the news for a little while. My life is so hectic that I have no, look at this. I have no time. So, all right. Number 30, no, 35. What are my turn-ons? Good smells in the kitchen turn me on. You guys, that is a crazy question. What are my turn-ons? Yeah. Let's see. Going to a store that sells only kitchen gadgets and KitchenAid stuff and all that stuff. That's a turn on for me. I love that. I love going on sporadic lunch dates with my husband, like when I'm off. It's so much fun. Like, we don't really go out now because of the pandemic and what's happening, but we'll drive by, and if there's 2 cars like parked outside of Carrabba's or something, that means there's nobody in there. So we'll go in with our masks and have like an unexpected little date lunch. That's our favorite place. So that's pretty much my turn on for what's happening now. So can't really do anything else. But that's a crazy question. Oh my God. Let's see. 36 turnoffs. My number one turnoff, guys, is negativity. I cannot be around someone more than 5 minutes that's negative. I can't do it. I will excuse myself and leave. I can't. I'm such a positive person. I've had so many negative things happen in my life, and I turned them into positives. And that's what's so important. You need to turn your negatives into positives. Stay away from negative people. Negative people bring nothing good. And I pray for negative people if they're not negative. So that's the biggest turnoff for me is negativity, because it's just not in my vocabulary. I mean, when I was raising my kids, I instilled in my kids, my 22-year-old, when he went to school, I didn't do it with my second one, but I did explain it to him and tell him. When he first started school, when he was 5, first thing I did was I wrote the word can't on a piece of paper, went to the backyard, and we buried it. The word can't was not in the vocabulary in our home. Anything is attainable in life as long as you want it bad enough. And I don't care how hard your situation is, there's always a positive way out, guys. And that's how I think. I'm a normal person. I love life. Trying to live for my kids and stuff like that. So that's the biggest turnoff. 37. What country do I live in? I live in the United States of America. We all do. Well, not all of us. I have followers that are from different countries, but I live in the United States of America. Okay, let's see. I'm almost done. 38. What is my biggest fear? I hope you guys are sitting down when I tell you this. My biggest phobia, which I have no idea what it's called, is I am terrified of birds. Terrified of chickens, of roosters, of birds. I think when I was young, my dad took us to a farm when I was very small, like 7 or something like that, 6 or 7. I was chased by a rooster on a farm, and I tripped and I fell, and it started pecking me, and it really hurt. And I'm thinking that could be the reason why I'm so scared of birds. And all my friends at work know that I'm terrified of birds. So that's my biggest phobia, my biggest fear. Let's see, 39. What was my worst movie ever? I had a few that were, oh my God. Let's see. There was I don't know the name of it, you guys. There was a very strange Swedish movie that I think it was like they were traveling to Sweden, some students, and oh my God, it was like the weirdest thing. They had them on drugs, and it was terrible. I couldn't really finish watching it all. My husband and I were not at all happy with that. So I'm sorry, I don't know the name of it right now. All right, and last but not least, number 40, my birthday. So I am a Leo, and my birthday is in August, at the beginning of August. And since I'm 53, my date of birth, my year is 1967. So I'm a Leo, so I'm between that category. I'm not going to tell you guys the exact day of my birthday, but all I can tell you is that it's August and it's 1967. And guys, I hope I answered all your questions, and I hope that now you can get to know me a little better. So now when you see me cooking in the kitchen, now you'll know what I'm about, where my heart is. And as always, you guys, I love you guys. And thank you, Mama Lori, for the inspiration on this. And just let me know in the comments what you think. I love you guys. I'll see you soon in our next great video for Stovetop Yum Yum. Actually, great episode, sorry. All right, guys. I love you guys. Bye.